Hi, I'm Mary Beth, Director of Strategic Communications at the Canada-France-Hawaii Telescope. Happy New Year! Happy Lunar New Year. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between New Year's, Lunar New Year's, Chinese New Year's, Chinese Spring Festival. To do all of that, let's start at the beginning. What is a year? So it takes the Earth 365.25 days to orbit around the Sun once. That's a year. So when you celebrate your birthday, you're celebrating a year that you have made around the sun. January 1st is traditionally the start of the new year in the Western calendar, and that traces its roots back to Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar decided that January 1st, the month January, named after the Roman god Janus, would be the start of the year. Janus was a two-faced god. So the idea is that you had one face looking forward to the future and one face looking backwards towards the past. And that became the start of the year in Western culture. When we look at calendars, though, there's no astronomical reason why January 1st would be the start of the year. The very first calendars, early calendars, were based entirely on the movements of the moon. The moon changes as it orbits around the Earth. It looks a little bit different every day, making it really easy to track. So a lot of calendars started with traditions that involve the counting of new moon to new moon or full moon to full moon. So when we're looking at Lunar New Year is the second new moon after the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. We then track 2 new moons later, and that is Lunar New Year. This holiday is celebrated quite frequently in Asia, which is kind of where you've often heard Chinese New Year. And that tends to go with, the Chinese zodiac. So 2022 is the year of the tiger for the Chinese zodiac. But Lunar New Year isn't exclusive to China. There's traditions all across Asia and Southeast Asia. The idea of a lunar-based calendar also is where the roots of the Islamic and the Hebrew calendar begin. In Christianity, we see Easter as a holiday that's celebrated based on the phases of the moon as well. So when we're looking at these two differences, sort of a Western perspective with January 1st, or a different cultural perspective, one that's different than the West, that's when we see these other New Year's celebrations. So happy Lunar New Year, happy Chinese New Year, happy Spring Festival, whatever you choose to call it. It's based on the moon, and Happy New Year.